Have you ever paused in the midst of a quiet afternoon, perhaps sipping your favorite tea while gazing out at the garden you've tended for years, only to feel that familiar tug, a buzzing phone, a fleeting thought about tomorrow's errands, or the subtle pull of unfinished tasks from decades of a full life? It's a moment that whispers of how distractions have woven themselves into our days, especially as we enter our 50s and beyond, when wisdom abounds, but so does the noise of a world that never slows. I see this in so many friends and clients I've spoken with over the years, the desire for clarity amid the chaos. Today, as your guide and fellow traveler on this path, I want to extend a warm invitation to explore how we can gently reclaim our focus. Drawing from my experiences as a lifelong learner and mentor, we'll unpack strategies that are not just practical, but deeply nurturing, like a comforting conversation over coffee. These aren't quick fixes. They're thoughtful approaches designed to honor where you are in life right now. So, settle in, my friend. Let's embark on this journey together and rediscover the joy of a mind that's truly present. Let's begin with the foundation of focus, creating a dedicated space that serves as your personal sanctuary. In a world where every room in our home can double as a workspace, entertainment hub, or family gathering spot, it's easy for boundaries to blur, leading to fragmented attention. But imagine designating a specific area solely for your important tasks or cherished activities, a place where the outside world fades. Allow your thoughts to flow uninterrupted. This isn't about extravagance. It's about intentionality, signaling to your brain that this is sacred time. Start small. Choose a corner with natural light, add elements that soothe you like a soft blanket or a potted plant, and establish simple rules, such as no devices allowed unless essential. The psychology behind this is profound. Our environments shape our behaviors, and by curating a space free from clutter, we reduce cognitive overload, making it easier to dive deep into what matters. To bring this to life, let me share the story of Margaret, a 62-year-old retiree from a small town in the American Midwest. Margaret had always dreamed of pursuing her passion for watercolor painting after raising her family and retiring from her teaching career. But her days were riddled with interruptions. Grandkids popping in, laundry piles calling her name, or the TV droning in the background. Frustrated, she felt her creative spark dimming. One day, inspired by a book on mindful living, she cleared out a neglected alcove in her sunroom, arranging her easel, brushes, and a cozy armchair. She hung a gentle, in creation mode sign on the door and committed to spending at least an hour there daily, free from phone calls or chores. At first, the transition was challenging. Old habits died hard, and she caught herself wandering off mid-stroke. But as weeks passed, that space became her refuge. Her paintings not only improved in detail and vibrancy, but she also discovered a profound sense of inner calm, as reclaiming that physical area had unlocked mental freedom. Margaret's experience teaches us that such spaces aren't just about organization. They're acts of self-respect, fostering emotional resilience and allowing us to reconnect with our passions in ways that enrich our later years. Moving seamlessly from our external environment to our inner compass, the next key is setting clear intentions and priorities each day. In our 50s and 60s, life often presents a tapestry of responsibilities, perhaps caring for aging parents, mentoring younger colleagues, or simply enjoying hard-earned leisure. Yet without direction, we can drift aimlessly, succumbing to whatever demands our attention first. The antidote? Begin each morning with a quiet ritual. Reflect on what truly aligns with your values, and jot down no more than 3 priorities. This isn't a rigid to-do list that breeds guilt. It's a compassionate guidepost, helping you allocate your energy wisely. By focusing on quality over quantity, you build momentum, reduce decision fatigue, and create space for unexpected joys. Research on habit formation shows that this practice strengthens neural pathways for focus, turning scattered days into purposeful ones over time. Consider John, a 55-year-old accountant living in the bustling suburbs of London, with a demanding job auditing finances for small businesses, plus evenings filled with family dinners and weekend commitments to his community choir. John often ended his days exhausted and wondering where the time went. He felt like he was juggling flaming torches, dropping one after another. Seeking change, he adopted a simple morning routine. Over his first cup of tea, he'd write in a worn leather journal, "Today, my anchors are finalize a quarterly report with precision, connect meaningfully with my daughter over lunch, and unwind with a 30-minute walk in the park. This shifted his mindset from reactive to proactive. Initially, temptations arose, urgent emails or spontaneous requests. But by referring back to his intentions, he politely deferred non-essentials. Months later, John not only met his professional goals more efficiently, but also deepened his relationships, feeling a renewed sense of fulfillment. His story illustrates how intentions act as gentle anchors, preventing us from being swept away by distractions and empowering us to live with intention, especially when life's accumulated experiences make every moment count. Now, let's address one of the most pervasive culprits, managing digital distractions in our hyperconnected era. For many of us who've witnessed the evolution from landlines to smartphones, these devices are double-edged swords, tools for staying in touch with loved ones across oceans, yet thieves of our precious attention with their endless notifications and scrolls. The goal here is balance, not elimination. Start by auditing your tech habits. Identify apps that drain your focus and set boundaries, such as scheduled check-in times or using features like focus mode on your phone. This approach respects the benefits of technology while reclaiming your autonomy, reducing the mental clutter that can lead to anxiety and burnout. It's about fostering a healthier relationship with screens, one that serves you rather than controls you. Take Sarah, a 58-year-old primary school teacher from Sydney, Australia, who cherished her role as a grandmother but found her evenings hijacked by social media feeds filled with news, recipes, and distant friends' updates. What started as a quick glance often turned into hours lost, leaving her feeling disconnected from the very people she loved most, her grandkids during their weekly visits. Determined to change, Sarah implemented tech twilight zones. From 6 p.m. onward, she silenced notifications, placed her phone in another room, and engaged fully in board games or storytelling with the little ones. The first few days were tough. The itch to check was strong, like breaking an old habit. But soon, she noticed the magic unfolding. Deeper laughter, more heartfelt conversations, and a sense of presence that rekindled her joy. Sarah's transformation highlights how taming digital distractions isn't about isolation. It's about opening up to the richness of real-life connections, particularly valuable as we age and treasure those irreplaceable moments with family. Another essential layer is incorporating mindful breaks to recharge amid our pursuits. As we grow older, our energy isn't boundless like in our youth, and pushing through fatigue only amplifies distractions, leading to errors or frustration. Instead, embrace short, intentional pauses, a few deep breaths, a gentle stretch by the window, or even a moment to savor a warm drink. These aren't procrastination. They're vital resets that enhance cognitive function, as supported by studies on attention restoration. By honoring your body signals, you sustain focus longer, turning potential slumps into opportunities for renewal and preventing the emotional drain of constant striving. I think of Robert, a 65-year-old military veteran from rural Texas, who after decades of disciplined service in high-stakes environments, retired to pursue woodworking in his garage workshop. Yet, he struggled with waning concentration, often abandoning projects midway due to mental fog from unchecked busyness. A friend suggested mindful breaks, and Robert experimented with a 5-minute ritual. Between carving sessions, he'd step outside, close his eyes, and breathe deeply, inhaling the scent of pine and exhaling built-up tension. Skeptical at first, he soon found his mind sharpening, ideas flowing more creatively, and his overall mood lifting. No longer battling exhaustion, Robert completed intricate pieces that he proudly shared with his community, feeling a profound gratitude for this simple practice. His journey reminds us that in our later chapters, such breaks are acts of wisdom, nurturing our well-being, so we can continue contributing our unique gifts with vitality. Finally, to weave all this into enduring change, focus on building habits gradually, with patience and self-compassion at the core. Overhauling your life overnight invites overwhelm. Instead, layer in one small practice at a time, like committing to 20 minutes of focused activity daily, then expanding as it becomes natural. This incremental approach leverages the power of compounding, where tiny consistencies yield transformative results, fostering emotional resilience against setbacks. Celebrate progress, no matter how modest, to reinforce positive cycles and make focus a joyful part of your routine. Envision Elaine, a 60-year-old librarian from Vancouver, Canada, who after her children moved out, felt adrift amid empty nest distractions, endless streaming shows, haphazard reading, and scattered household tasks. Eager for structure, she started modestly. Each morning, she'd dedicate 15 minutes to uninterrupted reading of a meaningful book, free from interruptions. As confidence grew, she extended this to journaling her thoughts, then applying focus to her volunteer work at the local library. Challenges arose, like days when motivation waned, but Elaine treated them kindly, adjusting without self-criticism. Over a year, this built a robust focus muscle, leading to personal projects like writing her memoirs and deeper community involvement. Elaine's path shows that gradual habit building isn't just effective, it's empowering, allowing us to evolve gracefully into our most centered selves. As we come to close of this shared exploration, I invite you to take a quiet breath and reflect deeply. Among these strategies, your sanctuary space, daily intentions, digital boundaries, mindful pauses, or gradual habits, which one stirs something within you, perhaps a spark of recognition or a gentle nudge toward action. Hold that thought, letting it settle like a warm ember, reminding you of your innate capacity for focus and fulfillment in this vibrant stage of life. Your insights mean the world to me and our community. Please share in the comments. What's one distraction you've noticed lately, and which tip feels most applicable to your journey? Or perhaps recount a small win from trying something similar. These exchanges enrich us all. If this conversation has resonated, I'd be honored if you liked the video. Subscribe for more thoughtful discussions on thriving in midlife and beyond, and share it with a dear friend or family member who might find solace in these words. Together, we're not just managing distractions. We're crafting lives of deeper meaning and connection. Thank you from the heart for your time. Until our next gentle gathering, stay present, stay kind to yourself, and embrace the clarity that awaits.